just before the Olympic break as Laferriere plays it behind for Anze Kopitar. They'll bank it out for Panarin. Panarin to the net. Blockered away through traffic by Sorokin. Artemi Panarin feeds it to the goal line. Laferriere gives it back to him. Panarin taking a look. Down low, all alone between his skates. Knocked off his stick. Horvat a chance to clear. This Kings team is really missing their top two power play guys from before the trade. Kevin Fiala and Andrei Kuzmenko both out with injuries. There's a chance for Panarin, and Sorokin got just enough of it. Penalty time down to 15 seconds on the Shen minor. It's handled on the half wall by Scott Laughton, the trade deadline acquisition from Toronto. That one banked by Byfield off of Sorokin, comes around towards Laughton again. Fed it to the goal line. Trevor Moore all the way across for Panarin. He's on the move. Moore again. One-timer stopped by Sorokin. Shen out of the box. A clear from Pelech. Down the ice it goes. And the Islanders survive the penalty kill on the opening shifts. And now Shen throws a body check and it leads to a post. Andre Palat walked right on in.
Number 8, Drew Doughty, one of their top guys. Drive him through the boards just like that. Great support by Matt Barzal. And I think there, it's just a matter of knowing where the Kings play.
Shen steers it out for D'Angelo. Schaefer, his spin move gets himself an open ice spot for Barzal. Across one-timer, and Kemper kicked it away.
Maybe the Islanders can find themselves here.
What a job by that first line to come out after that kill and just getting physical, creating opportunities in the O-zone right away. Good job by those guys.
Heineman
With a really good look off the post.
A replay brought to you by your local Tri-State Buick dealers. Mayfield shot blocked, and look out here. It's Trevor Moore off to the races. Moore closing in, and he scores! Trevor Moore does it himself from one end to the other. The shot block, and then he scores. And it's LA with the 1-0 lead early on.
I think he tried to take a bit off to make sure this wasn't blocked, but that's too easy for a speedy guy like Moore right off his shin pads. Yes, you got to get a good bounce, and after really stonewalling the LA Kings with every type of look on the penalty kill, Sorokin couldn't find this one. A great finish from Moore. Just a quick release with Soucy on his tail.
Similar to Bo Horvat's releases on his breakaways. Just that, put the puck in front of you, push it a little bit, put it right up into the top corner. Nothing Ilya can do there.
Played by Kempe. Down for Kopitar. Kopitar waiting. Goal line. Kempe. Got it back in front for Kopitar, and Sorokin made the save. Kempe up with it again. Brandt Clarke works it over for Panarin. Goal line. Given back by Laferriere. Panarin, Laferriere trying to twist it in front and jammed it right on net. Sorokin came up with it. Halfway through the power play, the Kings continue to pressure. Kopitar flung to the
stuff too, right? So someone else, the puck might kick out to them as well.
Drew Doughty hands it off for Byfield. Byfield working from the half wall. Snapped it on goal. Kicked out by Sorokin. Playing in his 18th NHL season. Moves it along, and Panarin shoots it around the back of the Islander net. That one caught the skate of the referee. Set up for the Kings. Kopitar's pass. Played over from Turcotte to Anderson. Pinballed off his skate right to Kopitar. Anze Kopitar bangs it in, and the Kings take a 2-0 lead.
You go to the right area, you get rewarded. You can't help but to oversee the bounce that this one takes. Caught everyone off guard, goes off the official skate, and then the Kings go to work. I mean, pretty good positioning from the Islanders. Everyone's got inside positioning, except Kopitar's right there with his feet stacked side by side, so that puck can't get across. It actually gets held up. A touch right there off of Zizekas, and an easy tap-in for the captain of the Kings.
Pretty good position from the Islanders, Hicks, but I think if Casey just kind of slow, and they've been close, like a lot of these from my angles, guys, like they're not far off. And think about that Gatcomb one, the Pajot breakaway, they're close. And
there's Pelech, that got through, but it sticks to the chest. Schaefer quickly collects it. He sees the Kings in a change, and he will try to rush it up ice with Lee, but he turned it over. Artemi Panarin with Kempe driving to the goal, and Kempe scores! Adrian Kempe fighting through Brayden Schenn. Panarin put it perfectly to him as he was driving through, and it's 3-0 Kings.
On the Islanders side of it after the turnover, but watch Kempe, the man in the middle, he just turned away. Panarin slows it down, one hand on his stick. Watch how he directs this in, a brilliant play. He's actually holding Schenn. It's penalty only if the ref sees it. So good job by him, the Islanders. You're going the wrong way. You're still in an okay spot at this point. But Kempe, one hand on his stick, it deflects that up and over. That's marvelous there from Kempe for the Islanders. I mean, we know you can come back.
So it was Tuesday night in St. Louis. The Islanders fell behind 3-0. Not this quickly. Simon Holmstrom trying to get one back, and it's grabbed and held. Barzal with 28. Barzal cuts right through the top of the crease and rolled through Kemper. Picked up by Schenn. His pass to Schaefer redirected out of the zone. Schaefer moves towards the middle and will leave it off for Barzal. Half a minute to go now. Schaefer, wrister, that one off of Kemper and past the net and then chopped down the ice. Pressure continues though. It's Jared Wright. Wright slipped away from Heineman. Backhanded to the front. A backhand on goal from Lawton, and Sorokin able to reach down.
I love Trey Trees and how they work out in the names involved.
Many fans don't remember DJ Smith as being an Islander since he was just a draft pick, and he wasn't even a draft pick in the organization for a full year before he was traded to Toronto.
It's a big opportunity for him to sort of prove himself right now. He takes over for Jim Hiller, and people often forget. I mean, the Ottawa Senators, great season last year. This is the guy that sort of built that infrastructure with the way some of their young guys play. They started out with him.
There's Gatcomb right on, and a glove save from Darcy Kemper.
The Islanders had San Jose, had a couple back-to-back home games this time of year.
Schaefer with the turnover. Dumoulin with the shot produced a big juicy rebound. Pajot chipped it up, but it's kept alive by Dumoulin again. Ceci hands off for Quinton Byfield. His wrister had to be shrugged up in the air by Sorokin. Holmstrom was tracking that one. D'Angelo needed some help from Pelech. Kempe comes over. It's off the stick of Ritchie. He couldn't find it. Panarin to the front, and Sorokin a big save on Kempe. Not making a way towards the bench, not yet anyway. He's going to try and stay in the play. That one off Horvat's stick. It's Artemi Panarin on a breakaway. Panarin stopped by Sorokin.
He's always looking for it.
Yeah, it's one of those where you talked about JG Pajot being opportunistic with his cheating. Artemi Panarin, the same thing, maybe a little more liberal with his cheating. Another play at the blue line for the Islanders that kind of just is a whiffed puck, and Panarin comes in, and you said it, Hicks. I mean, Ilya Sorokin, if the Islanders claw their way back.
But a huge stop by Sorokin.
That's a must-remember as we trudge on here. 4-0 game? No.
Shortly after the trade. He had a full no-movement clause, which allowed him to mostly dictate where he was going to be traded. As Byfield off Sorokin, off the post, and it stayed out. Hit the bar and stayed out. Carries in. He's on a line with Horvat again now as Patrick Roy started him on a line with Braden Schenn. It looks like he has changed that here halfway through the hockey games. Pelech shot, 10 stars! Emil Heineman with a ridiculous deflection that gets the Islanders on the board.
Tip, it really was. Watch Heineman. There he is, middle of the ice, front of the net, center of your screen. Watch how far he has to reach out. And the fact that thing skips off the ice, and I don't know, Matt Barzal doesn't touch it. It's all Heineman, but what a massive change, and some luck involved there as the skip right off the post and in.
A tip similar to Brock Nelson's tip that didn't count at the Olympics. Just amazing hand-eye coordination. You said it, Hicks. A comeback.
And again, Patrick Roy going back to the lines he skated with on Tuesday in St. Louis, putting Cal Ritchie back with Palat and Schenn. Look out here, it's Kempe! Saved by Sorokin! Took a bounce, but not out of the zone. It's Doughty. Soucy's out in 10. Backdoor play knocked down long between his skates, and Sorokin got the left leg down on it and covers.
He is still tracking the puck extremely well. These aren't easy saves. I mean, it's rebounds. Yeah, I'll give it to him. That one's simple.
It was blocked by Doughty. Now the Kings turn it up ice. Byfield with speed slips on by. Quinton Byfield off the skate, and Sorokin able to slide across to meet the Trevor Moore try.
It's just simply not there. This one swallowed up into three bodies, and maybe not the best angle for Barzal, who's obviously a forward, not a defenseman, gets himself skating backwards. Nice job by Shabanoff coming up, but you got to be the understanding. We've got a defenseman going, right? We're trying to claw back into this game. Pelech.
The Islanders get it and kept in by D'Angelo. Handed for Schaefer. Schaefer a wrister. Tip. Lee behind him. Where is it? It's still free. Pulled out of the pile and cleared. Simon Holmstrom trying to get off the wall. He got stapled there by Joel Edmondson. Over comes Pajot with his check on Clark, and Schaefer. Backhand to the front. Kicked out by Kemper.
backhand passes, right? Tougher to defend because everyone's looking around. Maybe they don't expect a great play like that. Nice job by Kemper to get out, but we've seen Pajot in that spot.
Barzal on the move through center. Barzal got right up the gut. Handed for Horvat. Horvat with a quick spin. His backhand across. Schaefer moves to the middle. Rester scores! Schaefer sent it to the net with Heineman hanging around, and the Islanders are within a goal.
And just like that, you can feel it. It started back in their own end. A great job of defending clean originally, but the Islanders finally got it. How about Matt Barzal? Through 4 people, protecting the puck, backhand passes. We just talked about it. Might catch you off guard, and watching the middle of the ice, Heineman, a clear direct off of him. That was Schaefer that was pointing him. And no, it wasn't a ridiculous one. It was a lucky one, Brendan, in the right spot. Heineman, he tucked.
Heineman to the blue line for Pelech. Quickly over D'Angelo. D'Angelo's wrist hit the crossbar. Horvat another opportunity, and Kemper able to get there. Ceci to Brian Dumoulin. That shot off the glass. Bouncing puck right out.